My name is Jackie Bailey, and I live in Titusville, Florida. We are the Space Coast chapter of OSL. We moved to Florida about 8 years ago, my husband and I, and found St. Gabriel's Church, which was a gift from God that He delivered us to the door. We got involved with the Order of St. Luke when I saw people at the altar with this precious little woman giving them prayers, and I asked questions. Who is this? What does she do? And she invited me to join the Order of St. Luke, or to start the classes of the 26 healing ministries. And it was like manna from heaven. It was so beautiful, and this woman was the mother of all OSLs in our community. She had come to St. Gabriel's after a church that she had been going to got a new pastor, and they didn't want to continue the Order of St. Luke, so we got her, and thank you very much for that church giving us Joe. I did the classes, and I started going to the healing rail, and got inducted into the Order of St. Luke, and was given a prayer quilt at the day we were inducted. And the order has opened so much for me in the way of my own personal healing. I always thought, I was a tough kid and I could manage anything, but then I found out, I'm so tough. I had a lot of things from family problems growing up. My parents were divorced when I was really little, and so I've always been seeking to find that dad that walked out when I was a little girl. And finally I realized, with the help of the Order of St. Luke, that I'd been looking for the wrong dad. That was the one I was supposed to be looking for. And it filled my heart with such joy to know that I was loved beyond measure. So Order of St. Luke means a lot to me. And my husband took the classes after I did, and he got called to be ordained. A chef in his previous life, God woke him up and said, Johnny, I need you to come feed my people. Be my deacon and feed my people. And he fought it for a while, but he took that call. And John has taken me along with him in that sharing of love. And we have started doing ministry trips to Belize. And thank you, Lord, it was a English-speaking country. And John has done feeding in Belize at different places, soup kitchens and schools that normally don't do food. He's been able to help them get food in for the most severely challenged families, financial-wise, and the kids that are getting the school lunches that we help with, their truancy rate has dropped, their grades have gone up, their physical beings have been helped a lot by it. And then we went down with Josh Acton and Paul Fighter, hoping to encourage people in Belize to accept the idea of a healing ministry there of Order of St. Luke. And we went down hoping to just plant the seeds, and we came back with 2 chapters, 2 chaplains, and 2 conveners. These people were so starved for God's love, and they wanted to do this. And to see that kind of embracing of people there's so many people down there that are so poor, but they love God, and they are hungry for more information about God. So the Order of St. Luke has taken me from a broken person to one whose heart is overflowing with the love of God, and to be able to minister to other people, not so much by the talking about it or trying to teach people, but by showing them through the way that I live how they also can live. And it gets easier and easier the more you practice it. And it also gave me the courage to begin an organization called No One Dies Alone. And in conjunction with our local hospital, we go in and sit with people who don't have anybody to be with them. And that is another way to show people how much love that we have and that we behave that way because of God. And it gives them an opportunity to have someone who loves them and has caring and that can encourage them as they make that final transition out of this world into the better one.